1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in each category. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. If you didn't see by the title, we're doing my top 5 most used in every category and we are on part 3. So I do have 2 other parts that are already up on my channel, so definitely hit the subscribe button so you guys can see the rest of this series and then go check out those videos after this video. So we're talking about setting sprays, setting powders, and mascaras today. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, I feature unfiltered makeup opinions. I have honest reviews, tutorials. I also have the unfiltered series. Definitely go check those out after this video. And let's get into my top 5 most used in powders and in setting sprays and in mascaras. Let's start with mascaras because I'm pretty much like a mascara snob. And I actually have, so 2 of them I do not have anymore because they were at the beginning of 2024, but I had to put them in this video because they were like really good standouts to me. And I know that I used up so much of it that like I went through the entire tube. And then I also have the 3 that I'm using right now that are open right now. But let's talk about the ones that I have in front of me. And then for the ones that I don't have in front of me that have been used up and they have been moved out of my makeup bag and into the trash bag, then I will pop up a picture for you guys. So let's talk about the Essence Lash Princess False Effect Mascara. They recently came out with a brown variation, and then they also have their classic black variation. If you guys are not new to my channel, I have loved on the Lash Princess False Effect Mascara for years and years and years and years. This is like my OG go-to favorite mascara. If you want wispy, false looking lashes, something that's super, super dark and it just looks like you're wearing fake lashes, but it's just a mascara, then the black version is a really good option for you. Now, if you like mascara that is a little bit more on the brown side, so like something that's going to make my green eyes pop, or if you have blue eyes, it also makes blue eyes pop. They do have a brown version of this mascara. I found that this is kind of like a chocolatey brown version. So it's a little bit lighter than the black version, obviously, but it does have this like beautiful chocolatey brown formulation. And it is actually a really beautiful formulation because it is still pretty dark on the lashes, but it's a brown shade. So it really makes my green eyes pop and come to life. Now it does create more of a fluttery lash. It does create more of a full lash, and they're not going to be as like bold as what they would be with the black mascara. But I do find that when I wear the brown version, especially when I'm wearing like nude looks or not something that's like super, super over the top, the brown mascara really gives it like a little bit of added volume to my lashes without it being too over the top. And the makeup looks turn out just so beautiful and they turn out very like natural looking, but my lashes look very full and like, you know, lengthened and beautiful. And I love both variations of this mascara. I think they're both absolutely phenomenal. And if you like a brown mascara, this one is like a dark chocolatey brown shade. And if you like a really good, true black is black mascara, and they both add volume, they both make your lashes look fake, definitely check out the False Effect Mascara from Essence. These are both very good. They retail for $4.99 a piece, and they are super affordable. Now, I also tried a new mascara from Ulta Beauty. This was one that I tried recently, but I actually kind of found that I liked the formulation. When I first put it on though, I found that the wand was just way too loaded up with product, and I didn't really like that it had that quality to it. But after I got used to the formulation, after I got used to this weird like hourglass wand, I did find that I really like the formulation. I feel like my lashes do look very, very full, very, very volumized with this mascara. It was just me needing to get used to the wand. I do have this in a video where I tried a whole bunch of new makeup. I didn't know if they were duds or if they were good. And usually Ulta Beauty can be hit and miss with their products, as you can see in that video. If you go check it out, you can see some of their products are a little bit hit and miss, but this one was definitely a hit for me. I really have enjoyed it since I've been using it, and it really just gives me these beautiful lengthened volumized lashes. Not as dramatic as the False Effect mascara, but definitely if I want to kind of amp up my lashes, they look absolutely stunning. Now, there were 2 mascaras that I actually went through this year. The first one being the Falsies mascara from Maybelline. This is in the purple tube. I actually really liked this mascara. I heard a lot of people saying they didn't like how it removed, which I can get on board with that because I really don't like how it removes itself. It literally is a mascara that like adheres to your lashes and doesn't want to move. But I found that this was kind of like a combo like formulation with the way that it's made. It is very volumizing. It does really lengthen my lashes, but it's almost kind of like it almost felt like kind of like tubing, but it wasn't really a tubing formulation because you could see the length of my lashes becoming extended with the use of the Falsies mascara from Maybelline. It was really hard to remove. That's the only caveat to this one. So you want to use like a cleansing balm or a makeup remover, like oil or like eye makeup remover or something like that. And then you're going to have to cleanse the rest of your face and really work the mascara off of your lashes. And you have to be really careful because it can strip your lashes as well. But I found that the fight to get it off was worth the payoff because it did last all day. It did not smudge on my under eyes and it looked really beautiful on my lashes and it made them look really full and really lengthened and just absolutely beautiful. That was one of my favorites at the beginning of 2024. I went through that one, started using some other mascaras. I also used the Make Waves mascara from Tower 28. This was a purchase that I made at the end of 2023 after going to Creators and Friends, and I decided to try out this mascara, and I absolutely loved it. It was a very wet formula at first, so you have to be really careful about the way that you apply it. So it takes a little bit for it to dry down. But once it dries down, you have very like volumized lashes. And I really feel like it did also really lengthen my lashes and it gave them this like beautiful fluttery effect. Just the way that the wand is created, like my lashes looked so fluttery and so pretty and like so natural, but it was a little bit dramatic as well. Not as dramatic as the false effect from Essence, but pretty close. I did really enjoy that mascara. That mascara is actually at a high-end price point, and I believe it retails for like $24 to $28. So if you're looking for like fluttery, full lashes, the Make Waves mascara is actually really, really good. And those were my top 5 mascaras from 2024. So good. Can't put them down. Obviously, the False Effect mascara has been a favorite for a long time. This one I have repurchased so much, and I can't get enough of this one. It's like my ultimate mascara that I absolutely love. Okay, let's talk about setting powders real quick because I'm actually really picky about my setting powders. I do have some fine lines under my eyes, and if it settles into my fine lines, it just doesn't look right. Let's talk about ones that I have used so much that I've hit pan on. I have a couple here. And we're going to start off by talking about the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Powder Foundation. I actually have 2 shades of this one. One I use is more of like a foundation. One I use is an actual like under eye powder, which is this shade right here. The shade is 5, and it is a very lightweight formula. Technically, it's a powder foundation, but it really settles nicely on my skin and on my under eyes. And I found that this shade in particular was like the perfect shade to just give myself a little bit of brightness with that coverage when I was really having like a lot of mom bags and I had a lot of like blue under my eyes and I just needed to really conceal it with like foundation and concealer and then also putting a really good powder on top of it. I found that this one just wears down really, really nicely throughout the day as well. It has a little bit of a scent to it, I'm not going to lie, but it's non-offensive and it is a really good product. It didn't settle into my fine lines at all, and it's probably one of my favorite when I'm looking for something that gives me like really good boosted coverage along with no texturization and, you know, something that's going to last a really long time. We're going to stick with the theme of pressed powders for a minute because I do have a couple of pressed powders and then I have some loose powders, but this is another one that I hit pan on. This is the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. So it is tinged a little bit yellow and it does provide the brightening quality on the under eyes. And I'm going to give you guys an example of that because it is such a good brightening quality. And I find that it has a little bit of white, but a little bit of yellow. And you'll see it just really brightens my under eyes and makes them look way brighter, way brighter. So on the days when I'm needing to brighten up my under eyes, when I'm needing a little bit of extra oomph in my skin, I find that I reach for this powder so much. I mean, obviously, because I have so much pan in it. I've actually used it so much that I broke the packaging and I have to like strategically place it together and put it in a slot in my makeup bag so it doesn't come apart. But this is a product that I have reached for constantly. This is actually a product that I have replaced like multiple times in my collection because I just love it so much, and it's from Essence. It's so good. I also have another favorite. This was actually named in, I believe it was my 2023 Best of Beauty, but honestly, I still stand by that. and it is the Sephora Microsmooth Baked Multitasking powder foundation, technically. So this is a baked formulation. It is very finely milled. As you guys can see, like there's a huge, if you guys can see, there's a huge divot in this product. I've used it so much, but it is a baked formulation. The shade that I have is 5 Porcelain. So it is a brightening formulation for me, but I have found that this is one of those products that I can combine with a concealer. So just conceal my under eyes and then do a dusting of this all over my face. And it really just brings my makeup together, and I can do like something really simple like that. Or I can take this powder, put on like all my cream products, all my powder products. And then if I find that it's a little bit like if it's having problems like blending on my face, or like it looks a little bit patchy, I can take this and I can even out everything, and I can really just like dust it on my face like that. And it just brings my whole makeup look together. And it also really does a great job of brightening my under eyes and setting my under eyes without over accentuating all of my like, you know, fine lines that I have. But it is such a beautiful powder formulation, and I love that it's baked and it's just very smooth. Like it says micro smoothed, and it's not wrong. It's micro smoothed. It is so beautiful. I have two loose powders that I couldn't put down in 2024. One of them is Bougie, which is the Huda Beauty Easy Baked Setting Powder in the shade Cupcake. So I've used quite a bit of this. This actually went to Las Vegas with me. Sometimes I don't bake my face. I've never baked my face, but I do like taking a powder puff and dipping in and really pressing this into my under eyes because it is so finely milled. And the shade Cupcake actually brightens my under eyes just a little bit so that it really just like presses it in, creates a really smooth under eye, and it looks so pretty. And then I also like to take it and put it on my jawline, sometimes with a powder puff or even like one of these microfiber powder puffs, and I just like take it and pat it in like this, especially if I find that maybe my bronzer got a little bit too out of control, or if I just really want like that sharp line on my chin. I like to tap it in like this, and it really just like smooths out all of the makeup, and it really just like evens everything out, brightens it, and makes it look really nice. Like look how it just made my face look more lifted, more youthful. I am 35, so I need all the help that I can get. But this is such a good finely milled powder. It is so beautiful. It does have a little bit of a scent to it, so I do warn you, but it's not really super offensive. It's just more florally. And you can find the Easy Bake setting powder in smaller variations in the mini sizes. So if you want to try it out for like a fraction of the cost, you can do that with the mini size. And then I also have the LA Girl. This is the Pro Setting Brightening Loose Setting Powder. This has a pink undertone to it, which I have found lately that pink can like neutralize some of the blue that I have going on if I have a lot of blue going on. And I've also found that it just helps like bring all my makeup together. So it's not like super over the top pink, but it is enough where it kind of color corrects, but it also sets as well. And I found that this one is just absolutely beautiful. I'm actually thinking about doing a side-by-side comparison between a yellow and a pink so you guys can see like the difference between the two. And if you would like to see that, leave me a comment down below. But this is obviously the shade, it's called Soft Pink. They do have a yellow shade, I believe, as well, but this is a loose version of it. And I find that because it's so finely milled, it makes it really easy to get into the under eyes and set all of my under eye. And it does give me like a brightening effect, but it's not like super white bright. It's just more of a subtle color correction with the pink shade, and it's really beautiful. Now let's move on to setting spray. These are ones that I have either used a lot of, gone through, purchased more of, but they're really good. I would say my top favorite one would have to be the Maybelline Lasting Fix. This is a spray. It comes in 3.4 fluid ounces, so you can travel with it technically, but I have found that this setting spray in particular really reminds me of the MAC Fix Plus spray. I can't talk today. It reminds me of the MAC Fix Plus spray, where it is a mattifying spray. It really just like adheres like all your makeup together. It's like all the layers come together on your face, and it just like, you know, puts them all into one. And it really provides like a long lasting makeup look, and it's not over drying. It's not too over the top. The sprayer on the nozzle is not non-offensive. It's like so non-offensive. It's very finely sprayed when it does spray on your face, and it literally just sets your makeup so beautifully without harming the makeup as well. So some of those makeup products that like spritz on your face and do like dabs of like product all over, it can really disrupt the makeup. And this just, it doesn't do that. It's such a long lasting formula, and it retails for like $8.99. And it literally reminds me of the MAC Fix Plus. That's how good it is. It's such a good formulation. I also love the Ultra Last Fixing Spray from Catrice. This is a newer one. This one is another one that kind of reminds me of the MAC Fix Plus and a lot of the same qualities and same ways that MAC Fix Plus is a mattifying spray. That's what this one is. It's a mattifying spray. It does come in only 1.69 fluid ounces, so it is a smaller size, but it does retail for like, I want to say $7 or $8, and you can buy it on Amazon. And this one specifically, it just really mattifies your makeup. It really makes it last a lot longer. I mean, I used so much of it that I think I have like this much left in the bottle. Like there's hardly any left because I used so much of it, and I just love this one so much. But it really just gives my makeup a really good even coat of setting and makes it last a long time. And it does remind me of MAC Fix Plus as well. But honestly, this one's a little bit more affordable, being at $8.99, and you get 3 ounces of product. So, but this one I wanted to try. I did a full face of Catrice with it, and it is a really good one. It does have like a fresh scent to it as well. It's a little bit scented, but it's really good. Now, if you're looking for a product that really adds some dew and glow and glitter and glitz, the Iconic London Prep Set Glow. This is a beautiful formulation. You can see that it has like a glitter formulation in it. It's not like huge glitter particles. It's just like this very subtle, my face looks hydrated but better type of spray. I found myself using this so much. I mean, over half of it is gone, and I'm very picky about my setting sprays. Like, it needs to make my makeup last a long time. I did find that I use this in conjunction with other setting sprays more than anything. So I would use this to do like a really nice, like, add some moisture back into my face, add some glisten and glow back into my face. And then I would top it with one of my more mattifying like products to like really make the makeup look go together. But you can see how it kind of like livened up the makeup. And I really think that it has a great quality of being able to like liven up your makeup if it's looking a little bit dull. And that's why I love it so much. As far as like SPF goes, I really like the Milani Make It Last Sunscreen Setting Spray. This has an SPF of 30. So in the summertime when I was layering all of my SPF products, this was my last step in my makeup routine. It does have that sunscreen smell to it, but I really like how I was able to add the SPF when I was setting all of my makeup products down. If you're unfamiliar with SPF, you're supposed to apply it like every 2 to 3 hours. And with this product, you're able to just respray your face and rejuvenate your face and get that SPF effect with it. Essentially, there really aren't any, the only other way that you could get that kind of effect where you're like spraying your face with SPF every couple of hours would be like if you took a spray sunscreen and sprayed it all over your face, but those are like really greasy and they tend to move the makeup around a lot. I found that this one really just rejuvenated my makeup, but it also added the SPF back in after a couple of hours. And it was really nice to be able to refresh my makeup with an SPF like featured setting spray that really gave it that quality. It was really beautiful, and I really enjoyed it during the summertime. Now, aerosol sprays are like in right now. I've seen that one size has a aerosol setting spray that's like totally in, but I'm here to tell you this one from L'Oreal. It's the 36-hour Defy Transfer Setting Spray. I love this one. It is like, and I have stuff all over my face already, but let's just do it. Let's do it. If you're familiar with the L'Oreal Infallible line, it does have like a slight florally scent to it, which this one does have. But I find that the aerosol just really mattifies my makeup, and it doesn't disturb the makeup at all. There's no like big spritz of makeup, like there's no big spritz of stuff on my face, and it really just helps my makeup like not move. And I really like that it is a long-lasting formulation. This is a new discovery for me, but I haven't stopped using it since I discovered it in like October, and it's one of my favorites, and I can't put it down. It's so good. It does retail for like $12.99 though, so it's a little bit more on the pricier side, but I did find that it really makes my makeup last forever. And it is very like, it's not necessarily transfer proof, but it does make it a little bit more transfer resistant, and it dries down so nicely. Like, you don't have to wait for like traditional setting sprays. You have to wait for it to dry down before you can actually like, you know, move around and do things. And this one is very like drying where you put it on and your face doesn't feel like it's super moist. It's like already dry. It's already ready to go. And I really like the quality that this provides. Thank you guys so much for watching my top 5 in powders and setting sprays and also in mascaras. Stay tuned for part 4. Part 4, we're going to go into eyes. And then the last category is going to be lip combinations. That's a good one because I'm not usually a lip person. But definitely, if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely hit the subscribe button so you guys can see when I post to my channel again. And definitely go check out the other videos in the top 5 series. Bye!